Isometric Battle Simulator, and today I'm just going to be quickly showing you this battle that I have made for you. I've named it the Impenetrable Phalanx, and what it is just a simple phalanx, really. It's a simple phalanx for you to fight against. It's got 2 extra phalanxes at the back here. So we've just got 51-man phalanx at the front here, supported by the 17 peltars, and then we've got some Spartans, some levies, and some mercenaries at the back here. And this is on the workshop currently for you to play. You can just search up Impenetrable Phalanx, and it will come up eventually. Or you can go to my mod.io profile, and it will be on there under battles. But yeah, this is a phalanx for you to try and break through. It's the phalanx that I'm probably going to use for any other phalanx-related battles, really, unless I decide I want a change of scenery rather than having it here. But this is one of the best places for a phalanx because you've got the 2 stone pillars, and you've got this trackway into a field. Into a wheat field, which is a perfect place for a phalanx to be set up. So here you can try out anything you want. You can choose some factions to try and break through the phalanx here. It's 111 men spawning, so if you do have a low-end PC, you will probably struggle to run this, or at least without slow motion. With slow motion you can pretty much run anything. I mean, that's how I do my videos, isn't it? So yeah, you can go ahead and use whatever units you happen to have at your disposal on your bar currently. This is just a bunch of factions that I happen to have, and you can go ahead, go into slow-mo, watch your units trying to take on the phalanx. No doubt there'll be those people who will just place down like 5 tanks and watch them run over the phalanx, and if that's what you find fun to do, then you go ahead and do that. Or people who will put down a load of archers and a load of cheerleaders and just watch them rain arrows down to eventually thin out the phalanx. But if you do want to give yourself more of a challenge to try and break a phalanx properly, then you can go ahead and do something like something like what I'm doing, and put down a load of French crusaders and a king and just have them charge the phalanx. But yeah, so you can go ahead and try out a bunch of strategies, see if you can break the age-old defensive formation that is the phalanx. Go ahead, add on your own custom factions or whatever before you enter into the battle, and just see what you can come up with. As you can see, these crusaders, I imagine, will be able to break through the phalanx. I mean, there's over 70 crusaders plus the king, and we've got a 51-man Greek phalanx. The hoplites are worse in statistics to the crusaders. There's more crusaders than there are actual Greeks here, so I shouldn't imagine the crusaders will have a decent time with this. Will have such a hard time with this. As you can see, they are pushing back the phalanx for now. Yeah, there you go, pushing back. Oh yeah, there's that one poor hoplite that I was sort of spectating there, dying. We got the peltars being forced back as well. Oh, indeed, they've actually lost a phalanx, lost one of the peltars rather. Yeah, there goes another one. Last few hoplites trying to hold back the French crusaders there, but the Frankish knights are very angry. They want to get through. I mean, they've successfully managed to kill a bunch of crusaders here in their opening charge, but as to whether or not it'll matter in the long run, who knows? Oh yeah, down goes a crusader there. There's actually quite a few hoplites still left alive on this flank. Interesting. I mean, the Crusaders are statistically better than the hoplites, although there are less of them. less of them here. There's what, 70 something attacking French versus 111 total, including the backup phalanx. So I mean, they've managed to force through on one flank here. They killed off what, a levy or so. Yeah, here comes some of the other levies tumbling down the hill towards the Crusaders. We've got, oh, that's a regular hot plate shield there. We got the one brave flag bearer, one brave standard bearer trying to keep the morale of the guys alive, but I think he's just been forced down. I think he is dead. Where's the king? There he is, the French king. He's still alive. He's doing his thing. Very good, very good. What about over here? We've got a mercenary. Mercenary just been killed there. Oh, crusader, dead. Being forced over by another crusader who's doing a cartwheel here, trying to get at the remaining hoplites who have actually decided to turn around and come at the knights from the side. The crusaders might actually lose here. I mean, they do still have this giant blob here though, including the king. So, I mean, the king's got a lot of health. He's got nearly 500 health, plus he's very armoured, and he does have that big shield, and he can block projectiles. Not that there's really many of them left. We've got two peltasts here who are trying their best. He can also parry. The king can parry, I do believe. Yeah, there goes blocking the javelins from the peltasts, who are still trying their best. I mean, the Spartans have not really been involved here. However, some of the Crusaders are actually trying to get up the hill. They're trying to get up the hill, trying to take on the levies. And the Spartans here. Yeah, they're getting into the back. Here's a guy, one Crusader here, struggling against 3 Spartans. Oof. Big old shield bash, but don't think he managed. Nope, he hasn't managed to kill any of them yet. We've also got the mercenaries also coming over here. Oh, goes for a charge, pushing right into that Spartan. Also bringing the remaining mercenaries in. Oh, but he's dead. He's down, poked by a Spartan. Over here, the last few remaining Crusaders over here. Oh, manages to kill a Spartan there. Got these Crusaders as well, doing their best. The Spartans are now able to actually advance onwards against this last Crusader there. Over here, taking down the last few remaining hoplites. Yeah, there's one there. One hoplite there. We got this one here, being knocked down. Yeah, there he goes. Spartan going for a headbutt right into the shield. Got a levy. A levy is still alive. Ah, the brave Greek citizen, taken up arms to fight the invading French knights. Oh, but he's down. Yeah, didn't expect him to last with much longer there. We have got a mercenary over here. He's a bit rolling down the hill there. Over here, it looks like the Crusaders have managed to finish off the last hoplite that was making up the front phalanx, and they're now trudging over to deal with the remains of the Greek defences here. The Crusaders here are actually doing quite well. I'm surprised. They've managed to kill off another Spartan. Ooh, big hit there. Doesn't kill him. Mercenary coming in. We've got 2 Spartans versus 2 Crusaders right now, but in comes the French reinforcements though. Yeah, maybe too few Spartans. I mean, what have we got in remains here? We've got 2 Spartans and 4 mercenaries. We got this guy who's being chased down by. It's going to be a one-on-one fight here between the Crusader and the mercenary. Mercenary charges in. Ooh, clangs against the shield, but no, the charge from the Crusader knocks him down. There he goes. Over here, the last Spartans are being crushed. Being crushed by the Frenchmen. Yeah, this is the last remaining guy. The other guy has been killed by the charge. And then here comes the remaining Crusaders and the King. I mean, the King's still alive, which is quite good. What's happening to you? Oh, you're just trying to get up, as are you. Yeah, okay. Over here, Crusader, he's trying to turn himself around to... Where are you going? Oh, there he goes. Yeah, okay. He was winding back a charge. Okay, that's fine. Charges right into the rock, trying to go for the standard bearer. Yeah, it's just these guys left really. Once the Spartan dies, it's just gonna be the guys on the hill. And they've got quite a few Crusaders left to kill here. They're not going to do it, I don't think. Oh, mercenary, seen the threat on his flank. Oh my god, the standard bearer did it. The standard bearer killed the knight. Well, that's... I was not expecting that. The Crusader dies to a standard bearer. That's one of the few times I've seen a standard bearer kill in any of these battles. Crusaders here, yep, they finished off the Spartan in the wheat, and now they're heading up the hill. These guys are getting a bit caught up, but they're slowly making their way over. I mean, I don't think this guy's ever getting out, if I'm perfectly honest. No, his sword is trapped under a big shield, and yeah, his leg's trapped as well, I think. So he's not getting out anytime soon. It's just going to be down to these guys. Spartan charges in, manages to kill one of them, I think. But in comes the rest of them, including the King, bringing with them a shield. Oh, Knight goes cartwheeling through the air. Well, Crusader goes cartwheeling through the air, and these guys come in, going for the Spartan, who's still alive. Tangling. Mercenaries trying their best. Oh, shield there, goes flying. Big bash on the standard bearer. He's not down though. Oh, Spartan coming in out of nowhere, trying to defend his standard, but it's fallen, and now he's going to get cut down by the remaining Crusaders here. Oh, yeah, there he goes. Shield bash instantly, dies right after his standard bearer was killed. And this guy is also going to be he's also going to be dead soon. Just the last remaining Spartans, and then it's just the standard bearer who's actually fallen off the hill slightly. Here we go, let's speed it up to the end as they kill off the Spartan. Yep, there they go. And in comes the remaining Crusaders. In they go, goes for the charge. And boosh. Didn't kill him. Did not kill him. That'll allow these guys time to actually get up and move out of the way so that we can see the... They're tripping over each other. But it allows them time to get away from the main battleground so that we can actually see the post-battle. There they go. So there we go. It was touch and go for a moment there, especially in the opening fight here. As you can see, a lot of dead Crusaders. But no, the French did indeed manage to push through to the base of the hill and clean up the remaining Greeks. Got a dead Crusader here who is the furthest up of all the Crusaders. Of the remaining men here, we've got probably about 10 or so regular Crusaders plus the King. I mean, French King's still alive, which is good. Here we got this Crusader here who's just fallen over. We obviously have this guy here who is... Oh, he's just freed himself, so it's good for him. Yeah, the main front of the Phalanx, Crusaders just about managed to break through. But that's a lot of dead Crusaders, and considering that the Crusaders are the better unit compared to the Hoplites, suffering about 40 casualties here to those 51 Hoplites is pretty good, I have to say. But yeah, they really did just push through. They ended up breaking through this flank obviously first, actually pushing around. That's why the casualties are more spread in this sort of L shape, coming up to this side of the hill rather than just a constant push backwards, because as you can see, relatively few units are actually in this area from where the last remaining holdout of the phalanx was found. But yeah, once they broke through, they managed to win it out for the medieval France. So there you go. That's one of the many permutations of the scenario. Depending on what units you use, what army composition, and how you want to set them up, that's one of the possible outcomes. You could indeed break through the phalanx, or your army could get stuck on the end of their spears and fall flat. But that's down to you to decide and how you want to play it. So I'll thank you all for watching, and go check it out on the workshop. Enjoy it, and goodbye.